Come and spend the day with me as a clothing designer and maker with a shop and studios in Penzance, Cornwall. I was up first thing this morning as I needed to get up a bit early to be able to drop a collection of work off at the Milieu gallery before I went on to opening the shop, as it's going to be part of the September exhibition. I had a coffee first thing, and I would love to say that I was doing admin there, but I was definitely scrolling on Vinted. Winnie got up early, which is very rare, so I was very excited to see her. And now I'm just planning to film a little bit of content while I've still got the work, so I've got some bits filmed before it's at the gallery and I no longer have access to it. In case you're wondering, my very chic housecoat / dressing gown is from Black Jacket Vintage, which is next door to my shop, and I just couldn't resist it after seeing it through the window there. It's very dangerous being next door to Vicky. This is one of my favourite waistcoats from the collection for the Milieu gallery. They were all inspired by Virginia Woolf and Talent House. As you can see, I've made a little booklet to go in the pocket of each one, just explaining a little bit about the inspiration and why the certain quotes are on each one. And then I've also got a little bit of dried lavender from Talent Garden, which is in a little paper envelope for any Woolf fans. I hope they find it as exciting as I do to have a little bit of the garden with them, with the 8-week waistcoat that they get. I'm also dropping my research off at the gallery, as Caroline might quite like to display my sketchbook and things like that. So it's all going off, so I was packing it all up and having one last look to check it was all ready to go. After that, it was about time to start getting ready. I'm wearing one of my new dresses from the autumn collection at the shop, which is going to be online at the end of the month and is in the shop at the moment. Top tip, although it may not be very glamorous, if you ever find yourself without a garment bag when you're in desperate need of one, you can actually fashion a pretty good one out of a bin bag, as I found here. It was so lovely to get to Milieu Gallery and drop the work off there. I felt so excited about the exhibition, and look at Caroline's new puppy, Luna. It was so lovely to get to see her as well. It was a very nice little morning. Mum and Toby went for a walk on the beach while I was doing that, and then we were off to open up the shop. I live actually over towards St Ives rather than in Penzance, but I quite like the journey in each morning. We've got some lovely new Katie Hansley papers in, so I was just updating our little display behind the counter of all our new papers. And after that, I was up into the studio. I'm working on repairing a shirt from a little collection that I did for Small Folk a while ago. I have actually stopped doing wholesale or sort of collaborating with other brands for the minute, but I just keep Small Folk on as I just love the shop so much, and Anna is just such a dream to work with that I can never quite resist doing an extra little collaboration with her. Also, if you happen to be watching this and this is your shirt and you sent it for me to repair, I do need your return address, so do message me if you happen to see this. After that, I was off to the granary to get some bits for dinner and some almonds to get me through the afternoon, and then I was back at it sewing. We've got loads of roadworks being done outside the shop at the moment, which hasn't thankfully affected business, but does mean it's really, really loud. So at the moment, headphones are absolutely essential, and I've been listening to lots of Radio 4 bits. This was absolutely lovely if you don't know much about Leonore Carrington, which I didn't. It was a really lovely kind of overview whistle-stop tour of her life, which I really enjoyed. After that, I cut out some cantha jackets with some lovely quilts and got on with doing that, so that's all ready for tomorrow. And by then, it was time to close the shop. Thank you so much for everyone that came in. Bye!